How can doing upper body exercises help me with my pelvic floor? Hi, welcome to our Ed Talks, little snippets of education to help you heal and feel empowered. I'm Justine Calderwood, pelvic floor physical therapist and certified birth healing practitioner. I actually want to start this by just talking a little bit of a story. One of my patients came in and asked me this exact same question. She's coming in for some pelvic floor dysfunction, some urinary incontinence. And she came in one day after we had been working together for quite a while. And she asked me, Justine, why am I doing so much for my upper body? You have me doing a lot of exercise for that. How is that supposed to help my pelvic floor? And I thought that was a really great question because you too might be wondering, one, how to help your own pelvic floor. And you might be really hyper focused in on if the problem is your pelvic floor and you're having some bladder or bowel concerns. Maybe you think that the solution lies in only looking at your pelvic floor muscles and how strong they are. And that is not true. So my answer to her was twofold. One was we're using exercise and trying to strengthen the upper body because those are helper muscles for the pelvic floor and the core. And so are like the leg muscles. So a lot of the exercises that I have this particular patient doing is very functional for her. It is an exercise routine that's based on what she tells me she wants to do at home and what she needs to be able to do at home. So I have her doing a lot of exercises with a TheraBand like this, where she's mimicking some of her gardening activities or like picking up a wheelbarrow or things that she needs to be able to do around her house. I'm getting her stronger so that her upper body can be a helper to the pelvic floor. Otherwise, her core has to work more because it's not getting help from those other larger muscle groups, whether that be the upper body or whether it be the legs and the hips. And the second part of my answer really was related to how I'm having her do the exercise. So she's not doing upper body exercises in isolation, meaning we're just doing some shoulder rows or bicep curls or things like that, and we're just isolating those muscles. We're actually incorporating those muscles and the pelvic floor / core at the same time. For instance, if I have her doing something like this, okay, coming out to the side, I'm having her exhale and engage her pelvic floor and core with a contraction so that she has that corset and support that she needs down lower. So when she goes to move her arms, she has that foundation that she needs into that area. So the other part of that I explained to her was in the same way, we don't use the pelvic floor in isolation. So let me explain more about that. So what I mean by that is you might have been told if you have pelvic floor issues, again, bowel or bladder changes, that you need to do some Kegels. Okay, Kegels are all the rage. Everyone thinks that they need to do Kegels only in order to get their pelvic floor stronger and better support for their bladder or whatever the concern might be. However, our pelvic floor doesn't work like that, where we just do some Kegels and we strengthen in very isolation in those muscles. Really, your body works together. And so if we have a solid foundation and you know how to do Kegels, you know how to actually activate the core, that's a great start, but we don't stop there. We want to make sure that those helper muscles, again, our arms, our shoulders, our upper back, as well as our hips and our legs are strong enough where they can actually assist our core, okay? If you are currently having some pelvic floor issues related to your bowels, bladder, or even some pelvic pain, hip pain, things like that, I want to encourage you to view yourself as a whole person. So you're more than just your pelvic area, okay? So looking at you as a whole person like we do here at the Healing Spot. We like to do customized treatment plans, just like for this particular patient where we were taking into consideration, what does she actually need to do throughout her day? What does she like to do? I wouldn't have had this particular lady going out and do some running things because that isn't something that she needs, but you may. I also want to say if you are currently trying to heal from some pelvic floor issues and you haven't considered that, or working with somebody one-on-one that can do a customized plan, I just urge you and hopefully inspire you to look a little bit beyond where you're at right now. You can always reach out to us here at the Healing Spot. Head to our website, healingspotpt.com, and pick whatever option works best for you. We have some free resources on our website as well. And you can book yourself in for a phone call as well with one of our specialists, and we can help you decide what's the best course of action for you. Maybe it's working with us one-on-one, either in person or online, or maybe our Fit to Be classes is a really good option for you to work at home. All right, thanks for watching this Ed Talk. I will see you on the next one.